y'all, this is Brandy, otherwise known as Mystery of Diamonds, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey y'all. Okay. So this is Wip and Chat for week 2 of hashtag Smashing the Specials 2021 that I am doing with Mindy from Mindy's Diamond Moment. All the month of August, we are smashing the specials. Now, part of my canvas is worked on. Let me tell you why. Because I started recording. I started this Wip and Chat. I had a nice little conversation happen. And because I was into my conversation. Oh, what's this on the back of my canvas? What is that? Hold on a second. And because I was into my conversation, what I was talking about with you guys, I wasn't looking at my screen where I record at. And lo and behold, it had stopped recording at the beginning, and I had just been talking to myself and talking to myself and talking to myself. It's actually not unusual right now. But yeah, I had, so I'm going to try to remember the stuff that I talked about. Oh, I think I must have hit something with my mouse or something when I was recording. It's the only thing I can figure is that I must have hit something with the mouse and it had accidentally stopped the recording. So we're going to try this again. I wanted to say that I'm hoping, I'm recording this on Sunday, and I'm hoping that it will get up on Sunday. It may be late Sunday, but what we're looking at is I have had storms going like crazy here. I don't know if I even said my saying. If I didn't, if y'all new here, hey y'all, I hope I said that. If I did, hey look, y'all got a second? Hey y'all. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I've gotten so flustered, so now I'm like looking back and forth, making sure that the video was still going. But okay, so I was saying earlier that we have had storms here every day, which has made being able to do anything with my internet a no-go, pretty much. I can get like a little, but I can't get enough to like upload, or sometimes my filming messes up, which has nothing to do with the internet. I'm wondering if it's just because my computer is old, y'all. This computer is probably about 8 or 9 years old, and so I need to get a new one. But y'all, computers cost money. I don't have that. Are you kidding? I gotta spend, right now I've been spending money on stuff for my shop, and I've been spending money on things for my classroom. So yeah, that is one that just has to wait. And I just have to try to make do, but that means I just got to work through it. So I do apologize. I also apologize. I had wanted to get my Forensic Friday up this past week, but due to all the stuff that I had to do at work and get together at work, as well as all of the internet issues that I've had, has made it very difficult, and I do apologize. I have recorded part of it. I've just got to go and do the voiceover part, and then I'll be able to, and I'm going to try to record another one as well. Now this, no, do not spill, drills. This Wip and Chat today is probably not going to be all that long, for the simple fact that because of internet issues, I am not able to, I don't know that I can upload a long Wip and Chat. So I do apologize for that, but you want to pay attention to the end of the Wip and Chat, because I do, so sorry, I will be doing the drawing for the winner of week 1's prize package, which is, y'all, it is a small prize package, but I think that you'll like it. I hope, anyway, fingers crossed that you will like it. And then I'll also be telling you what it is that you have to comment to be able to enter into this week's Whip and Chat little prize package. I will tell you that your prize is going to have a special drill, because you know we're doing smashing the specials, right? So you kind of gotta have something special drill, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Okay. So like I said, we have had, man, I'll just tell you this, I don't like storms, and right now I am actually in a holding pattern because we have Fred, which is headed this way with a hurricane behind him, and I don't like hurricanes. I don't want it to be like Hurricane Michael. Hurricane Michael was very, very destructive. So a couple of years ago, we had Hurricane Michael. Okay, this plastic is going to drive me insane, y'all. Hold on. I got to get something to stop all the plastic. So we had Hurricane Michael. It came through. I am originally from Alabama, so for me, I was used to tornadoes, okay? Y'all, I don't like tornadoes either. And being here in Florida, I really don't like tornadoes because of the fact that there are no basements here, or at least not where I live. They don't have basements. So, you know, if you're in Alabama and you got a tornado coming, you go hop in the basement, cover up, and you should be fine. Well, here we don't have that option. Even if a tornado comes, we don't have the option of a basement to go jump into. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I usually, if a hurricane was heading our direction, me and the kids, because the kids were younger at the time, would take off before the storm and go to Alabama to go stay with my mom. So Hurricane Michael was the first one that I actually stayed here for, and it wasn't supposed to be bad. When it was supposed to hit, it was going to be a Category 1, which my husband was like, it's not going to be bad, it's just going to be a little bit of rain and wind, no big issue. But somehow overnight, Hurricane Michael turned into a Category either 4 or 5. I want to say it was a 5. But it turned bad. It turned bad, and it turned bad very quickly. Now what really scared me was, at the time, Jasmine was working as a CNA at a retirement home in town that was not close to us. And so when the hurricane hit, she was stuck there. Windows blew out, roof parts came off. She was scared. I was scared for her. She had no way to be able to leave and come to us. Finally, there was a break in the storm, and she was able to get to us, which we are very grateful for. And see, that's also the difference with hurricanes and tornadoes. See, tornadoes, they come through, they do a lot of destruction, but they're quick. You know, they come through and they leave. You know, it's almost like it leaves about as fast as it gets here. Okay, with hurricanes, they just kind of last and last, and then it's really bad if they go back out into the Gulf, and then they regain some strength and come back on shore. You know, that's the dangers of the hurricane. And so, you know, me being someone who was not used to being in a hurricane, you know, we have, where I live, we live in the woods, so there's trees all around us, right? There's trees all around the house, out beside the house, everything. But we do have a clearing. So my husband didn't want our cars to have any trees fall on it in case trees did fall. So he drove them out to the clearing where there's no way that any trees could fall on them. Now, I'm sitting there, I'm like freaking out because we're supposed to be going over to his mom's house, which is on the same property, but we had all the generators set up. We want it to be next to each other and whatnot. And I'm telling you, like, trees are coming down left and right. I am flipping out, and you know, I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And he's just like standing there, and he's just like staring at it. He's one of those that he wants to sit on the porch and watch it fall. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you mental? What, like, seriously? This is a storm. Let's get inside. And I guess I'm that way because, and in case you haven't heard it, I did a Wip and Chat a while back, talking about how I was actually out in the middle of a tornado where it came over me. And so, you know, maybe that's the reason storms freak me out, is I have a little bit of PTSD from being caught in that tornado and holding on for dear life. All I know is that I see trees falling down all around me, and I don't want to be there. I want to be someplace where the trees are not falling on me. And I mean, they weren't falling on me and whatnot. And finally, when the hurricane, at least the wind part, for most part, was finally over, which took a long while. When we finally got a chance to go survey the damage, we were very lucky, because so like, here is our house, right? And we had a tree right here. Like, here's my bedroom. We had a tree right here, and instead of falling this direction, the tree fell this direction. We had a tree right here. Instead of falling this direction, it fell this direction. It was really weird because it fell like in a clockwise, or almost, I mean, it fell. We had trees fall all around the house, but literally not on the house. Like, we have a carport right here, and there was a really big tree right here, and it was straight up and down. And instead of falling this way towards the carport in our house, it literally fell right beside the carport. It didn't even touch the carport. So I'm telling you, we had someone watching out for us. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise, because how in the world did we have all these trees that fell around our house? And they literally fell, and there were, I think, 5 trees, and all 5 trees missed the house. They fell all around it. They fell right beside the house, but they missed the house. They missed the carport. And so we were extremely grateful. Now, we did not have power, and we live on well water. So that means when we don't have power, we don't have water. Y'all, whoo, let me tell you, that was difficult. Not having water, you know, because you can't flush the toilet, you can't. So we were actually hauling up, and I'm sorry if this sounds gross, I apologize to those of you, but you know, look, you do what you got to do when you're in situations like this. So we have a pond on our property, and I would get Wayne to go take big old gallon or 5-gallon buckets and whatever down to the pond, and he would get the pond water, and we discovered that you could pour it into the toilet and the toilet would flush. So that allowed us to at least be able to go to the bathroom, which was wonderful. We did have generators for that. We hooked up the refrigerator and the freezer, and we hooked up, at the time we had a camper. Now the problem is that camper currently is in Pensacola with my oldest child, because that's what my oldest child is living in. So we don't have that camper. So if we have disaster strike again and no power for extended periods of time, because we were without power, we were out of school for like 2 months. That is a very long time to be without power. And y'all, you know, no power means no internet. Yeah, it was not a fun time. And of course, this was before I got into diamond painting. At least if I had diamond painting, I would have had, even with no power, right, during the daytime, I would have been able to diamond paint no problems. But I didn't have that. So, you know, I read books, I did my other, I crocheted, I did stuff to keep me company. But one of the reasons why, even when other schools went back, we couldn't go back to school because the school where I work at is a shelter. And the Hurricane Michael hit where I work a lot harder than it hit where I lived. And I mean, we're talking, it took roofs, it took parts of houses. There were a lot of houses that had to be torn down and whatnot. So a lot of people actually did lose their homes. And so the school was opened up and people had a place to live, because, you know, they have extra generators and whatnot that run the school. So they had power, they had water. We had food. People were up there volunteering so that people had food. And they were taken care of. So yeah, we were out of school for like 2 months. But we also, not having power during all this time, you know, I can remember there was one time I was like, I want like a bath or something. And, you know, it's like, how do I get that? Because the school where I live at, and there was no way, by the way, the roads were so horrible, I couldn't get up to the school where I worked at. So, we went out to one of the lakes, and y'all, I was nervous because I know that there's alligators in those lakes, but they didn't bother us. Maybe it was because, you know, everybody was making a lot of noise. There were a lot of people there. They were just, because it was so hot, y'all. Everybody was just trying to get some sort of relief. We were lucky. They did have where different people would set up food carts for hot foods for free for us to come and get a hot meal. And then, like, I want to say one of them was like hot dogs, but I don't care. Hot dogs and baked beans was good when you were hungry. And then we also had I think it was the Army came and passed out bottled water and MREs, which inside, if you don't know, meal ready to eat is an MRE. And inside there is what they call a cooking packet, right? And you pour water, and it has this part that activates, and it actually heats up the water and heats up the food inside. So you can still get something warm. And the MREs, you know, they don't expire, anything like that. They're packaged up very nicely. So depending on the size of your family, depending on how many boxes of MREs that they gave you. So we had some of those, which was good, because when you don't have, you know, there's no way to get to a store. No stores are open. You can't get food. You can't go eat someplace. You know, you can't really go anywhere. So, you know, you're stuck in your house. You're stuck where you're at. You're stuck without any electricity or any of that. And like I said, we were like that for a while. And so that's why I've got to call in right now to my school to find out, do we have school tomorrow? Because where I live, they have canceled school. And they haven't, as far as I know right now, where I work. Here's my worry, though. My worry is I don't want to be an hour away from home and then, you know, the storm prevent me from getting back home. Like, no. I do not want to stay up at school. Number one, I won't have anything to do. I won't have my diamond paintings. I won't have my family. And that's the biggest thing. I don't want to be away from my family. So, to be honest with you, I'm going to be paying really close attention to the weather, because I do not want to be separated from my family in case things go worse than expected. Because like I said, you know, we all thought, that's why people didn't evacuate. We all thought that Hurricane Michael was going to be a Category 1, and it turned into a Category 5 overnight. So things like that can happen, and they can happen very, very quickly. Things change out there in the Gulf all the time, especially when you have all these weather patterns changing and hot versus cold. Yeah. Perfect perfect stuff for storms. Not perfect for me, but yes, you know what I mean. So yeah, I am a little bit worried about that. Also, I thought I would let y'all know the news on the child moving out front. She was actually supposed to move out yesterday, which was Saturday. But when she talked to the apartment guys, the maintenance people said that there were some maintenance issues in her apartment and that she could not move in until Tuesday because half of their maintenance crew was down with the stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say the stuff. And so they're under quarantine, and so it's taken longer to get the maintenance done on her apartment. Now the worry is, depending on the storm and what it does, depends on if she gets to move on Tuesday also. So she's not a really happy camper right now when it comes to that, because you know she's excited, right? You know, she wants to move into her new apartment and start doing all that. She's got everything packed up, you know. And then of course my youngest is looking forward to, because when she moves out, he's moving into her room. So we have a whole lot that is literally on hold right now due to weather. Weather has also stopped me from being able to do a lot of filming, a lot of uploading, all that good kind of stuff, because it doesn't want to work. Heck, we didn't have internet last night because of the storm, and so I was diamond painting, which I don't need any internet for. However, I generally watch something while I'm diamond painting. I could get into lives for a little bit, but then the internet connection, this has been going on all weekend, Friday, Saturday. Right now I don't have great internet, so I'm hoping, I do have some internet, I'm hoping that I will be able to get this uploaded Sunday, even if it's late Sunday. If it doesn't, I apologize. It will be up Monday and you'll still get another one within the week, I promise. You know, the following Sunday. So, you know, I'm doing all that I can do, unfortunately. But it has been, it has been a rough week, because it was my first week back at school with kids. We usually have what is called a honeymoon phase, right? This is that first week, especially. Sometimes it'll last 2 weeks. It's, you know, kids don't know you, you don't know them, everybody's feeling each other out, so kids are quiet and they're just kind of observing and watching, and so you get like a week of really well behaved kids, and you know, you don't know exactly what to expect yet. And so I try to tell new teachers, you know, you don't want to do any snap judgment, you know, and don't be disappointed if come the second week you see kids that are acting different than they did that first week, because that's just the nature of the beast. That's getting to know your surroundings, getting to be comfortable, you know. And so when they start behaving like they normally will, that means they're comfortable in their surroundings. So, you know, that's a good thing. You just got to learn everybody's personalities and how each thing is, you know, how everything works with each individual student. But of course, because I taught some of these kids last year, or I've taught them previously, they already knew me. They already knew, I knew their personalities. They knew my personality. So there were a few that I didn't get a honeymoon period with, but that is okay, because it's gonna be a good year anyway. I am really looking forward to a lot of the things that we've got going on. So yeah, I am really looking forward to all of that. I will say, because I know that I've had people ask me, was I good Saturday? Considering that there was a Spangler that came out, the answer is unfortunately, yes, I was good. Because right now, with financial situations being what they are with me right now, I could not afford it. So I did not get my Spangler. I did put it on my wish list so that at some point when I get some finances, I'll be able to hopefully turn around and get it. But you know what? It's okay. I have finally convinced myself that I don't have to have immediately every painting. It's difficult though, y'all. It is difficult when you love artists and you just want their work. Now this one was a little bit more difficult because yeah, you know, it does it's cute, but at the same time, you know, it talks about the virus and whatnot. But you know what? That's the world we live in right now. You know, I mean, it really is the world that we live in. And I don't know about y'all, but our cases are climbing right now. So we're not exactly sure how everything's going to go. We're attempting for back to normal. We have, you know, it's a regular, we do regular school day. We found out that we are going to be doing pep rallies. So, you know, guys, we making the best of what we can. That's how that works. But yeah, I mean, we had an open house, which for us, open house whoops, hello, hello, why are you not on my pen? There we go. How many of y'all have ghost drilled before? You think it's on your pen and you go to put it down, it's not on your pen. Oh my goodness. But an open house for us is a chance for, before school starts, before we get kids, they come to the school and they get their schedule, they walk their schedule. That's especially important for freshmen because, you know, they're new to the school. They've never been to the school. And even for seasoned kids, you know, who know where everything is, they still want to know kind of like a dry run of where they're going to go. They want to see mostly, and I'm not delusional. Most of these kids, they come to the open house not really to see the teachers and to meet the teachers. They come to open house to see their friends, right? Even though they're going to be seeing their friends in school, they might not have classes where they get to interact with their friends as much. So yeah, so we did have open house. We did have open house. Masks are not mandated at this point, so there's no you have to or don't have to or any of that kind of stuff. I'm trying my best not to get everything on this canvas, but I'm telling you, it's not easy. But I really am looking forward to a lot of things. I do want to apologize that Forensic Friday, I was trying to get it put up Friday. I got it recorded. The only thing I've got to do is the voiceover, which won't take long. And it's been like this, literally this week has been the absolute longest week that I think I've had in school. It felt like it was long because we were having to do all of the what do you call it, all of the, oh my gosh, I can't think, safety and rules and procedures and everything that we have to do at the beginning of school to get everything into a normal, okay, y'all, okay. You would think I wouldn't have difficulty with laying the plastic back down. There we go. I'm laying the plastic back down because I am getting ready to show y'all what you could win on your prize. I did one color all the way across. Woohoo! In this Wip and Chat. And now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it was a long week because of the fact that, you know, we had to go through stuff that kids find boring, teachers find boring, you know, but it is important that we have to do. We have to let them know what we expect of them, what safety rules are, and we also have like this internet training that they have to go through so that they can use the internet, which is learning about, you know, what's safe on the internet, what kind of stuff do they need to post, what stuff do they not want to post, what do they want to pay attention to. Problem is that they see this is, forgive the noise in the background. My daughter is still here with us. Yay. But she is kind of talking to her daddy. So they've had this training every single year, and they have to go through it every single year. It's just part of what we have to have in order to have our internet. So, you know, unfortunately that is part of it. So, okay, I have no idea if this was entertaining. I apologize. We kind of went into storms in school, but that's what's been going on in my life right now. So that's what I have for you right now. Okay, so I can at least show you 2 prizes that will be in the little giveaway. Okay, so because we are doing special drills, I am giving this as a prize. Let's see if I can get it out. Come on. This is keychains. They are little owl keychains. Okay, so you're going to be able to get, and I'll show you the different little owls. I'm not going to take out the colors or any of that goody goodness. Well, I say I'm going to take out the owls, y'all. That's my intention. Okay, so we have a cute little purple owl. All right, we got cute little purple owl. We have the orange owl. He looks a little mad, but he turns out so precious. We have this orange owl, which is all wink at our wink wink. You have the pink owl, which is just all precious. You have the blue little sleepy owl. Look at the little sleepy owl. And you have the little green wide-eyed owl. Come on, camera. Nope. The green little wide-eyed owl. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 6 keychains. Now, with these keychains, these are the acrylic, right? And you drill both the front and the back in case you've never had keychains or anything. And I do love me some keychains. So that is that's the main part of your package. And then I do have something else. I'm trying to get these back in here. Okay, you know what? I'll get them back in here afterwards. Okay, so what is the other thing that you're going to get? You are going to get a cover minder that I've made. I haven't put the magnet on it yet, but I am going to put the magnet on before it sends out to you. But you're getting this. I cannot get this exact. I can get the butterfly, but I think I can get the butterfly. I think I've got one more of these, which I'm going to make for another winner. But once those are gone, those are gone. So I made this cover minder. And like I said, I'm going to put the magnets on it before I send out the prize. So you'll get these you'll get the keychains, you'll get the cover minder, and I'm going to probably throw in some washi tape, patty wax, maybe, and some stuff like that. So you'll get a few other little things within the package. So I know it's not a ton, right? But, you know, this is just for a little thank you prize. I hope you like it anyway. I love these kind of things. Okay, so let me pull up. I got to pull up the comment picker. Actually, I need to get the. I think I need to get the Wip and Chat. All right, tell you what. I'm gonna pause right here, and then when I get that, I'll come back. Okay, so I am going to put in the link. I'm going to filter duplicate users. Alright, it says get YouTube comments. Now remember, you had to have told me in your comment, there are 46 unique comments. You had to tell me in your comment what kind of what was your favorite special drill. Okay, and after I show you the winner, then I'm going to tell you what you have to comment on this video. Okay, so pay attention after the winner is announced, and then I will tell you what you have to for this one. Okay, so we're going to start it. Alright, it says Mickey Sunshine Creates. She says, I am in love with stickers, just don't have a lot. LOL. Mama Mickey! Mama Mickey, you won! You won! So you have some special drills. They're not stickers, but they're keychains. I hope you like that, Mama Mickey. Okay. And I know how to contact you, so I will contact you. Hopefully you'll see this video first. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, so in order to enter into this week's giveaway, which I will announce next week, right? What I want you to comment to me, what I want you to put in your comment is, since I talked about like storms and challenges, what has been something that scares you that you've had to overcome? What is something that scares you that you've had to overcome? Because all of us, I think, have had something that scares us that we've had to overcome somehow, some way, or at least try to. Okay. So I hope that's all that I have today. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. If you have, please hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and become part of the Diamonds family. Everybody is welcome here. We try to have fun. I am a little goofy most times, but I still have fun with it, I hope, anyway. Just make sure that you hit that bell icon for all notifications. That way you know anytime that I upload a video or anytime that I go live. And I normally go live on Monday nights at 7 o'clock Central. So I hope to see you guys there. Alright, so I'm going to leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars. Grab hold. Hold on. And never let go. Until my next video. Bye, guys.